In this episode of Hell's Paradise, we see Tamura and his brother fighting against a powerful enemy, Doshi. During the battle, Tamura's brother's neck is slashed by the enemy, causing him to fall to the ground. Seeing this, Tamura is filled with fear. However, just as Doshi reaches out to finish him, Tamura's brother suddenly rises and attacks, stating that he should have been more cautious. Doshi, confused, wonders how a human's wounds could heal so quickly, and suspects that his brother might have merged with nature when he fell among the flowers. Strange marks appear on Tamura's brother's neck, and he begins to see an unknown force. Realizing that Tensen's power might be the key to defeating their enemies, Tamura's brother fights back, his strength increasing rapidly. Doshi, alarmed, launches a fierce attack, breaking both of his opponent's arms. However, to his shock, Tamura's brother heals instantly, and the marks on his body disappear. Despite Doshi's continued assaults, Tamura's brother counters effortlessly, realizing that his body is growing stronger. Doshi taunts him, questioning if he is still human, but Tamura's brother, recalling his past, insists that while things change, some things must remain constant. The scene shifts to a flashback where bandits capture Tamura and his brother. The leader threatens them with a sword, but Tamura's brother, in a desperate move, blinds himself to save his sibling. Returning to the present, he overpowers Doshi, striking his neck and causing him to bleed heavily. He then deduces that Doshi's weakness lies in his core energy and uses the newfound power within him to finish the battle. Meanwhile, Gabimaru and Tamiya continue their fight against other enemies. Tamiya questions Mei about his training, but she cryptically responds, confusing him. Gabimaru battles relentlessly, and Mei's reaction to his struggle reveals that she deeply cares for him. As another powerful Doshi appears, he attempts to take Mei away, claiming that she belongs with them. Gabimaru intervenes, refusing to let them take her. The Doshi explains that Mei is essential to their mastery of Tao and reveals disturbing truths about its origin. As tensions rise, Gabimaru harnesses his inner strength, shocking everyone with his rapid growth. The episode ends as Sagiri and the others arrive at the Horai, where they encounter a terrifying Tensen with immense power. In next episode of Hell's Paradise, Sagiri, Hoko, and the others come face to face with a pink-haired Tensen named Jujin, who effortlessly cuts through the garden with his power. Seeing this, everyone is filled with fear. Jujin taunts them, saying they are the first humans to reach this far in 1,000 years. Uzuriha panics and tries to run, but Jujin captures her, assuring them he has no intention of killing them just yet. Senta is shocked to see Hoko alive despite his beheading, but Jujin explains that Hoko won't die. He will simply transform into a tree at a faster rate. Hoko accepts his fate, believing his soul will find peace in Horai, but Jujin dismisses it as a fabricated lie, revealing that humans brought to the island have been used as research subjects. Two artificial human puppets called Doshi grab Senta, and Jujin continues explaining how they were created from real humans. He reveals that strong individuals are also used to refine a special elixir, but he denies the existence of the so-called elixir of life. Sagiri, realizing that if the elixir doesn't exist, Gabimaru might never find redemption, worries about what he will do next. Suddenly, Uzuriha uses her ninjutsu to cut Jujin's throat, making it seem like they have won. As they prepare to escape, Sagiri is still lost in thought about Gabimaru. However, Jujin regenerates, attacking them once more. Jujin takes an interest in Uzuriha, sensing that she can perceive Tao but doesn't fully understand how to use it. Senta tries to intervene, but Jujin deems him worthless. Before he can force Uzuriha to undergo his twisted training, Sagiri attacks, but Jujin dodges effortlessly. Uzuriha drinks a special medicine that enhances her body, then uses her thread-based ninjutsu to cut Jujin apart, but he regenerates instantly. He explains that those who cannot fully master Tao will always remain inferior. As Sagiri fights back, she senses something unusual and starts to understand how to counter Jujin's attacks. Together, she, Senta, and Uzuriha coordinate a powerful assault. Just as Jujin prepares a devastating attack, Uzuriha restrains, him, allowing Sagiri to land a decisive strike, wounding him for the first time. Jujin, stunned, transforms into a female form and launches a final counterattack. Meanwhile, Senta reminisces about his past, realizing he was never meant for the life of a samurai. Just as he finds peace, he is struck by a deadly vine and begins transforming. As Sagiri and Uzuriha watch in horror, Shion arrives, slicing through the vines just as the episode ends. At the beginning of this episode of Hell's Paradise, Shion arrives just in time to save Sagiri and Uzuriha from the monstrous flower-infested creature that was once Senta. Seeing his transformation, Sagiri and Uzuriha are shocked. Shion orders Nurugai to cut off the rapidly spreading flowers from Senta's body to slow the infection. He then tells everyone to leave while he handles the situation. As Shion faces the creature, he realizes it is one of the beings that killed Tenza. He has trained his Tao and is determined to show how immortal monsters can be defeated. Meanwhile, Nurugai cuts away the flowers, but Senta is bleeding profusely, worrying Sagiri. Uzuriha applies medicine to his wound, but it may not be enough. As Shion and the monster battle, Nurugai reassures everyone of Shion's strength. During the intense fight, Shion finds the creature's weak spot and slashes its core, causing it to bleed heavily. However, the monster retaliates, infecting Shion with poison, and flowers begin sprouting from his body. Ignoring the pain, Shion cuts the infected areas off himself, refusing to become one of them. Sagiri and Nurugai realize they must help Shion, knowing he cannot win alone. Uzuriha hugs them both, transferring some of her Tao energy, which surprises Sagiri. She realizes positive contact can enhance Tao. Determined, they join the battle. Shion instructs them to attack from the front, while he strikes from behind to sever both of the monster's necks. The plan works, but Shion realizes its true weak point is its root-like core. With a final strike, he cuts through, and the monster collapses. However, as it dies, a pink-haired Tensen's face emerges, praising Shion's determination before vanishing. After the battle, Senta's condition worsens, and Uzuriha reveals she only has enough medicine to save one person. With no choice, they choose Shion over Senta, leading to Senta's death. Before passing, Senta reflects on his regrets and finds peace. They bury him, and Sagiri vows to survive and protect her comrades. Meanwhile, Gabimaru awakens in a cave with Mei, Tamiya, and Fuchi, confused about how he got there. As Sagiri's group takes shelter in Horai, they discuss the nature of Tao and their next steps. Uzuriha questions whether the elixir of life is real or just a fabricated lie. Sagiri wonders if Gabimaru's mission was manipulated from the start. Meanwhile, Gabimaru struggles with memory gaps, realizing he barely remembers his wife. Elsewhere, Shion and Sagiri talk about their fallen comrades and their resolve to escape the island. The season ends with Yamada Aseman headquarters preparing to send reinforcements to the island.